On this episode, I wanted to go over the Midland Basecamp. It's the XT511, and this was discontinued. And on the previous video I did that goes through all the specs on it, there were some comments that started showing up a few weeks ago that this was back in stock. And that's great to hear, because I think this is one of the best radios ever made, period, for GMRS, emergency preparedness, anything for the consumer level market. I really think this is a great product. It doesn't look like much, like I said in the other video, but it really is. This is a AM FM weather radio with alert and GMRS 5-watt two-way radio. This has a flashlight, USB microphone speaker connection for the standard Midland adapter connector, a plug here that can go either 12 volt or 110. It's got a hand crank that's right here that you can crank, and on the back, a huge benefit with this is it uses either AA or Midland's proprietary rechargeable battery, which works fantastic. They're super rugged, they last forever, and it uses either one. And on the front, you can differentiate what you want to use, either alkaline or rechargeable. And this radio is just great. It's got an alarm clock on it. It's got push to talk built straight onto it. You can scan, monitor. You can clip on the microphone that comes with it right here. Again, that microphone connection is right here. And I just want to reiterate how grateful I am that Midland started making this again. This is a wonderful radio. And just to go over the specs again, I wanted to specifically say what they were just so I don't miss anything. 22 channels, 121 privacy codes, 5 watts of power, channel scan, NOAA weather alert radio, AM FM radio, alarm clock with snooze, flashlight. It is water resistant, EVOX for hands-free operation, 10 call alerts, a keypad lock, which is on the top right there. USB connector allows you to recharge your cell phone in an emergency. 5 power options. Again, you can use standard AA batteries on the back. You can use a rechargeable pack, that's the Midland proprietary pack. Or you can use the hand crank, which again is right here on the side and recesses in. There's a little hole down here that goes flush. AC adapter, which goes on here, and a DC adapter, which is your 12 volt car connection. The dimensions are 7.25 inches, 7.25 inches by 6.38 inches by 2.72 inches. And just for comparison, this is a standard iPhone, not a Plus, and that's about the size comparison for that. Again, I just want to thank Midland for bringing this back. I think this is an incredible product. This lets you, in an emergency, this lets you be able to see. You can hear during an emergency what's going on, because you can select the weather channel and you can turn on to local weather stuff. You can turn on AM or FM and you can listen to what's going on around you. It allows you to communicate two-way. If you have a group or some family or neighborhood people that you want to be able to communicate with and not have to leave your house if cell phones are down, then this works great. 5 watts is a lot of power. Excuse me, this does not have a detachable antenna. This antenna is fixed. But even with that said, in a normal construction house with wood and sheetrock, I've never had an issue going receiving a long way and then transmitting a couple miles, at least a mile and a half from inside to that side of the house in a rural setting. Receiving and transmitting in an urban area, obviously it's going to get cut down more. You're probably looking at maybe half a mile of realistic transmission back and forth, but that's half a mile where you live. That's what you want to do, is talk to your neighbors around you. It's easy, it's got a good little handle on it. This is a fantastic product. it's just great. You can use it for camping. If you have a family camping trip, you can treat it like an actual Basecamp radio. You can set it up. You can run it off that 110. You can rotate through rechargeable batteries, and you can keep AA's in here and then just switch back and forth. If your rechargeable is getting low and there's a battery indicator on here, when you turn it on, you'll be able to see this indicator right here, and that will show you how much your battery is left. When that gets close, all you do is just flip the battery to alkaline. That'll switch over to your AA batteries. You change out your rechargeable, which is going to be the same if you use other Midland products. It's going to be the same for your GXT or GTX, I always get those mixed up, or your other Midland products use those kind of batteries. And then you pop a new one in if you have a rotation of chargers going for those, and you switch from alkaline back to rechargeable. And it's a great radio, and I can't say enough about it. Midland, I'm exceedingly grateful that you brought it back. And on Midland's website, this is $99.99. On Amazon, there's still some people on there that are selling it for the discontinued era, and so on some of those it's still like $150 to $200 on some of them, so they're a ton of money. If you go to Midland, you can get the actual good $100 price, and this is worth every penny of $100. And I think everyone should have one of these. This gets you everything you possibly want for an emergency or camping, anything in one package. And again, this comes with a microphone that clips on the back here, right there, and then plugs in here. What that means is you don't have to use this button here, which you can, to push and talk. There's a microphone that is built in right there, and that allows you to let this sit somewhere and treat it more like a radio if you wanted to. And I just want to say thank you again to Midland, and this is available on their site for $99.99 as of today. Thanks again for watching, and this is the Midland Basecamp radio, one of the best radios I think has ever been made. Have a good day.